My name is Ambria. My husband Kevin and I own a construction company in Toledo, Ohio. We hired Ray in the spring of 2019, and he worked with us until December of 2019. He told us he was coming back, and we believed him. We thought he was coming back. I believe that people come into your life for a season, for a specific reason, some negative and some positive. Ray was an individual who made a lasting, positive impact on us, and our lives will forever be changed for the better having known him. Tamika, Makai, Blessing, Memory, Dream, I want you to know Ray was so very loved by his ARC Restoration and Construction family in Toledo, Ohio. I thank you for sharing such an amazing man with us. You see, your past doesn't define you. It refines and shapes you so that you are better equipped to step into your God-given purpose. Ray had overcome his circumstances. He was working hard toward becoming the best provider, caretaker, community builder, father, husband, son, brother, and relationship agent he could possibly be. The justice system and systemic racism that exists made it fairly impossible for him to try to live a prosperous life. Well after he had paid his debt, the system kept drawing him in, grabbing a hold of him like quicksand. You see, there is no growth without challenges, and without challenges, there is no testimony. Ray had his fair share of both, which made him who he was, and we loved him dearly for all of it. He was a rare, once-in-a-lifetime individual. Ray wore steel cowboy boots to work. The guys would listen to music while they worked. If Old Town Road came on, you can forget it. Ray would bust out all types of moves. The guys would laugh hysterically while Ray danced to his jam. Ray rode a bike to work in the rain on hot summer days, in tough road conditions, and was always the first to arrive. There was an instance where one of our guys' car broke down and he didn't have a ride. When Ray seen Josh walking home, he got off his bike. He pushed it and walked right alongside of Josh, so he wasn't alone for a full 2 hours. You see, that's the type of man Ray was. Ray looked out for everyone. When a single mother next door to him was being physically abused, Ray gave the guy a taste of his own medicine and told him to never to come back. And he didn't, because he knew what was best for him. He proceeded to look out for that single mom as well as her child. Ray had a significant impact not only on our team, but my clients. They affectionately called him legal aid because he knew the answers to everything. He was smart as a whip. There was never a task too great or too small for Ray. He was helpful almost to a fault. He never had a bad day. He radiated such a bright light that regardless of the cowardly act that took his light will never be dimmed. He will continue to shine so bright, even in his absence. I believe through Ray's death, we will finally have the tough, hard, long overdue conversations about race and what it means to be Black in America. I believe through Ray's death, we will finally have the type of police reform for Black and brown people that includes compassion, grace, mercy, understanding, instead of fear, judgment, bias, and the automatic presumption of guilt. I believe through Ray's death, our daughters and sons' lives will be spared. They will no longer have to suffer the same fate as Ahmaud Arbery, Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and the countless others before them. I believe there will finally come a day where we no longer have the dreaded police talk with our brown babies. Through Ray's death, we will live in a world where we are no longer afraid of police, but we come to know them as guardians, protectors, and peacemakers of our communities. His life will not be in vain. Ray's life will forever be a beacon of hope, change, love, resilience, living life to the fullest, elevating those around you, displaying agape love. And that's the love that is in its highest form. Ray's bright light will forever change the world. Our Ray of Light, a poem. How dare you hunt Ray down? Didn't you know he wore a crown? Didn't you know he was a king? To Blessing, Memory, and Dream. To Makai, Tamika, and my whole entire construction team. All of his loved ones and everyone who knew him are now left to navigate this pain. Oh, but do you feel it? Because I feel it. Ray's life will not be in vain. You see, Ray was in the midst of building something big, grand, life anew. The Lord tells us, joy comes in the morning, and so does the morning dew. I feel it in my spirit, and I know you do too. For through Ray's death, he will save the lives of our daughters and sons. There is a movement, a shift in the atmosphere, for this will be his legacy. The battle is won. Ray has made it abundantly clear. The rage, anger, and fear that appears in the heart, souls, and action of those that callously don't care. Through our ray of light, all those who turned a blind eye finally recognize and acknowledge the plight of those brown and black, and it is not the same of those that are white. We have to all come together, do better, protect our fathers, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, and sons who are oppressed so that they can be great, greater than what the system traps them into becoming. For we are all created in his image, designed as masterpieces for living and loving. Our ray of light, for you can never dim his light. It will forever shine so very bright. Thank you.